Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop, preferring to lounge in bed, scrolling through social media, or binge watching shows rather than cracking open your textbooks? I have definitely been there countless times. Time slips away, assignments pile up, and you end up berating yourself for being so lazy. It is a toxic mix of guilt and frustration, right? However, I realized a crucial fact. It is not about a lack of willpower or being inadequate. I simply did not know how to motivate myself to sit down and study. After much trial and error, I finally discovered 8 incredibly simple yet effective strategies to help you study even when you feel paralyzed by laziness. Today, I will detail each of these tips for you. Are you ready? Let us dive right in. Tip 1. Visualize your future. At first, this might seem odd, but it is truly worth a try. Sit perfectly still without doing anything. That is right, put your phone away, stop scrolling through feeds, do not check video platforms, and do not fidget. Just remain there like a statue. Initially, you will feel extremely restless, thinking, this is so boring! What am I supposed to do? Yet, this is the exact moment to use for deeper reflection. Ask yourself why you are studying. Is it to get into that dream university you have always wanted? To secure a high-paying job later so you can afford to do what you love? Or perhaps just to make your parents proud enough to brag to the neighbors, my child is a top student. When you imagine those wonderful outcomes, your dream campus, your future career, or the pride in your family's eyes, studying suddenly shifts from a burden into a path toward achieving your dreams. Just sit quietly and daydream for a moment, and you will find the motivation to pick up your books immediately. Tip 2. Jump straight into studying without over-planning. Have you ever fallen into this trap? You create a super detailed schedule, 6 o'clock for math, 7 for literature, 8 for a 10-minute break, and so on, but you end up only finishing the planning part. I have been there too. I would spend an entire hour drafting a timetable, picturing myself as a model student, but then I would never actually start anything. The secret here is to stop overthinking and just get to work. I read an interesting study suggesting that spending excessive time planning leads to more procrastination, while starting immediately boosts your efficiency by 60%. Does that sound appealing? So instead of sitting there imagining how exhausting the task will be, grab your book, open to the first page, read a few lines, solve a couple of problems, or do anything at all as long as you begin. Once you start, you will be surprised at how much easier it is than you expected. Do not wait for inspiration or the perfect mood to strike, as those are rare, like rain in a desert. Just start learning, and you will discover you are stronger than you thought. Tip 3. Choose a light appetizer before starting the main course. Do not rush into difficult tasks like solving complex equations or memorizing pages of history immediately. Doing that will only make you feel discouraged, thinking, this is too hard, I might as well quit. Instead, pick something simple to warm up, just like having an appetizer before a meal. For example, review a video lecture from class or complete some basic exercises that require minimal effort. These small tasks help you feel, see, I can do this. It is not that difficult after all. Once you finish a few easy tasks, you will feel more confident, much like winning an easy round in a game, allowing you to transition into harder sections without feeling overwhelmed. This tip works by tricking your brain into realizing that studying is not as scary as you imagined. In this day and age, if you are unsure how to break down your workload, try using AI tools like ChatGPT by asking, create a 7-day study plan for physics, and it will provide a detailed list for you. Tip 4. Turn studying into a game. If you enjoy competition, you will definitely love this tip. Get your close friends together and organize a small contest. For instance, see who can finish the required material for the week the fastest. To make it more interesting, set a penalty, such as the loser having to buy bubble tea for the group, or posting a status admitting, I am the laziest person of the year. That is embarrassing enough to keep you focused. The thrill of competing with friends and being able to brag, I've finished 10 chapters, how about you? Feels better than anything else. It not only keeps you focused on your work, but also makes the study session much more enjoyable. This method utilizes the competitive spirit in everyone, turning the study process into a game that everyone wants to win. Are you ready to try it? Get started right now. Tip 5. Change your study environment for a fresh perspective. Have you ever sat at your desk only to find your eyes closing and yourself yawning 10 minutes later? I used to be like that. Just looking at my familiar desk made me want to sleep. The trick here is to change your location immediately. Try taking your books to the balcony for some fresh air. Head to the kitchen to study while making a cup of coffee, or sit under a tree at a nearby park. I have even studied in the stairwell of my house. It sounds strange, but it is incredibly effective because it feels new. Science has proven that changing your surroundings stimulates your brain with fresh stimuli. Your new study spot does not need to be fancy. It just needs to be different from your daily routine to keep you alert compared to that dull desk. Next time, try taking your notebook out to the yard, listen to the birds chirping, and I guarantee you will not feel sleepy. This tip is simple but surprisingly effective. You just need to be brave enough to try it. Tip 6. Study in short bursts instead of long sessions. If you are the type who can only focus for a few minutes before your mind wanders off, this is the method for you. Use short intervals, 20 minutes of studying followed by a 5-minute break. Sounds easy, right? It is very effective. Study as hard as you can for 20 minutes. Afterwards, stand up, stretch, have a drink, or walk around the room for a bit before returning to your work. Researchers have shown that these short breaks recharge your brain like a battery, preventing exhaustion while helping you accomplish more. I tried this initially and thought, what can I possibly learn in 20 minutes? But after a few rounds, I finished an hour of work without feeling bored. The beauty of this tip is that it makes you feel like 20 minutes is manageable for anyone, and gradually you will find yourself studying longer without even realizing it. Try setting a countdown timer today. You will be surprised at what you can achieve. If you are worried that using your phone will distract you, consider buying a dedicated countdown clock. I have included a link in the video description. Tip 7. Provoke yourself to find motivation. Sometimes, to escape laziness, you need to irritate yourself a little bit. Think about those people who tease you, saying, "You are so bad at studying, what will you ever become?" Do you want to let them keep laughing at you? Or look further ahead. If you remain lazy, your classmates will eventually move on to study abroad or land great jobs, while you are left sitting there with regrets. And by then, it will be too late. Think about your parents too. They have worked hard to raise you, so why would you make them sad by being lazy? Ask yourself, am I really this incompetent? No, I must prove them wrong. Just by thinking that, you will feel a surge of energy, telling yourself, fine, I will study and show you all, and you will jump up to grab your books. I have used this method on my laziest days by telling myself I cannot let them win, and I ended up studying for 3 hours straight. Motivation does not always need to be complicated. Sometimes you just need to light a fire within yourself. Tip 8. Bribe yourself with sweet rewards. For the final tip, do not forget to treat yourself well after you have finished studying. You are not a robot meant to study indefinitely without a break. The trick is to reward yourself after completing a section. For example, after finishing 2 chapters, treat yourself to a bubble tea, play a favorite game, or watch an episode of a trending show. Remember though, only reward yourself after hitting your goal. Do not snack after just 10 minutes of work, as that defeats the purpose. This method is like luring a cat with a piece of fish. It gives you a reason to push yourself harder. I applied this by rewarding myself with a Korean drama episode after finishing my chemistry lessons. It felt productive and rewarding. Over time, you will find that studying is no longer a torture, but a trade-off. I work hard for a little bit, and then I get to relax. Try setting small goals, like studying for an hour before having ice cream, and I guarantee you will find the motivation immediately. Studying correctly will eventually become a joyful habit. So I have shared 8 secrets to help you banish study laziness. These methods have saved me from countless days of just wanting to lie around. I hope you can apply them to make studying feel as easy as pie. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your lazy friends and leave a comment below telling me which tip you like best or if you have any other cool tricks. I really want to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video. Try these out today so you do not fall behind. Wishing you success and happiness in your studies.